Hello, my hair maniacs. Hair maniac, clear hair fun here. May I bring you another video here today? And this video is, well, I came up with this idea for a video because, well, actually, like a few months ago, I came up with it. But what really sparked me wanting to do it is the video is an article on Dirt Sheet. Like Bryan said, he told his daughter Birdie like he's gonna wrestle less when she turns 7. That's next year. So I was thinking, what matches I want to see Dan Bryan face before he retires. And now I know people are going to say, "Here, this guy facing him out. There's Andy Show right here, and like there's Andy Show right here, and Oxford, Illinois." No, this is a match I want to see, and one of them happened in WWE, but it was kind of like, when I get to it, I'll get to it. But first match on the list, Daniel Bryan versus Bobby Lashley. This will be a fun match. I think this will be like a better version of John Cena versus Dan Bryan. Or John Cena, Dan Bryan versus Roman Reigns. I think we'll get a better version of that. And yeah, it would be very fun. Like Bryan reverses the spear into the yes lock. Somehow Bobby Lashley reverses the yes lock into the hurt lock. Then number 13 on the list is Johnny Gargano. That would be a fun match. Johnny Gargano versus Dan Bryan. He wanted it when he was going to come back in the in-ring competition in 2018 in a Q&A he did on WrestleMania weekend. He said like, I kind of hope Johnny Gargano loses because it was going to be a wizard. If Johnny loses against Ciampa, he stays gone from NXT. And then, so he kind of wanted him on SmackDown, but I hope we get it here. Here, just working. Thank you. Thank you, Mangy. You are the man. And thank you for showing up here. I love you, brother. And my 12th on the list, it goes the DI, but here comes the Y. That was a bad joke. Tommaso Ciampa. I feel like this could be a very fun match, like a brutal match. And like I thought, like, you can have like heel Ciampa versus face Bryan. This could be very fun. Like, they just beating the living crud out of each other. Now, number 11. This is one they can do in AEW. Dan Bryan versus Malachi Black or Aleister Black. You can do that match, and it could be very fun. And like, what I really hate about one thing about AEW? It's like, when they do WWE guy versus WWE guy, they would do like Christian versus Matt Hardy. I was like, oh, that's great. I can watch that on Raw, on the Peacock. And they would do Goldust versus Chris Jericho, Dustin Rhodes. Okay, I can watch that on Raw, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, okay. So yeah, I would do Aleister Black, and like let's do like dream matches like we never got in WWE. Like I know he left, but Andrade versus CM Punk, Aleister Black versus Daniel Bryan, Keith Lee versus Dan Bryan, and it's not most of them. Number 10 on the list is Matt Riddle. I feel like these guys had a little spot at the 2021 Royal Rumble. I thought this was I really want to see this match. Like, in my fantasy book, and I know I did that in my WrestleMania 37 booking video, which go watch that if you guys want to. I would love it if they have like a fun match. Then next on the list is WWE Dan Bryan versus TNA Dan Bryan and Eric Young. I was like, I'm shocked when Dan Bryan came back. He never got it. Dan Bryan versus Eric Young. That would have been a fun match. It would have been really fun. And yeah, like you can bring up like, oh, you stole my gimmick. Eli, like even though Eli had the gimmick first, thankfully, not the ass gimmick, the beard. And number 8, Will Ospreay. This could be a fun match, like if they do Forbidden Door 3, do Dan Bryan versus Will Ospreay. I won't kick that out of bed for you crackers. And it would be a very fun match and really fun. Then number 7, Dan Bryan versus Chad Gable. This would be it's kind of Dan Bryan versus Kurt Angle Jr. A great match. And I'm shocked that never happened in WWE ever since Bryan came back. And I would love to see it. Because Chad Gable was just being awesome. Getting his shine. I hope he beats Walter for the Intercontinental Championship. Okay, number 6, Daniel Bryan versus Finn Balor. Now, this was on a dream match on WWE's list. I know, and I would love to see it. This never happened either when he came back in 2018. I'd love to see it. Like, yeah, it would be very fun. I feel like. Number 5, Daniel Bryan versus Karrion Kross. This could be very fun. Like Kross, you can help build up Kross, be like the next Undertaker, next Bray Wyatt. He can be very good, and you can versus submission into the yes leg. Like this could be like a very hard hitting match. And my number 4 is Pete Dunne or Butch versus Daniel Bryan. This could be a very fun clinic match. I would love it if Daniel Bryan and Pete Dunne had it. This could have been a great match for the Intercontinental title. Number 3, this never got to happen because he left before Daniel Bryan came back from in-ring competition. Daniel Bryan versus Neville. Now, this could still happen in AEW or when they return to WWE. I would love to see it one day. I would love to see it one day. Daniel Bryan, because it would just be high-paced, fast-paced, hard-hitting match. Man, that was just very, very good. My second match, so this is, okay. Daniel Bryan versus Drew McIntyre. This match happened on Superstars in 2012 or 2011. I don't know. But this was like kind of like their rookie years. Like I want to see them now face each other. This could be a banger. Like Bryan goes for the running knee and Drew goes for his claymore. Boom, they both hit each other. Like that could be a very fun spot. Like, yeah. And my number 1, Daniel Bryan versus Walter, will be a very fun match. Like, they just beating the living crud out of each other. Sake being. And I feel like Bryan would put over Walter. And yeah, this will be a very fun match. And tell me, who would you want to see Daniel Bryan face in the comments? If we have comments. in the in this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all those things, and make sure what you liked about me. Let's tell me what you didn't like, and tell me who you think who you want to see Daniel Bryan face. All you guys, definitely here, maniacs. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all those things, and watch all my other videos. Peace. And thank you, Mangy Stray, for coming on.